Assalamu alaikum. Today I am discussing Iraq and the Prime Minister of it, Haider Jawad Khatim al-Abadi is an Iraqi politician who has been Prime Minister of Iraq since 2014. Previously, he served as Minister of Communications from 2003 to 2004 in the first government after Saddam Hussein. A Shia Muslim, he was designated as Prime Minister by President Fahd Masson on 11 August 2014 to succeed Nouri al-Maliki and was approved by the Iraqi Parliament on 8 September 2014. Al-Abadi, who speaks English, graduated high school in 1970 from Central High School al-Adiyya al-Makaziyya in Baghdad. In 1975, he earned a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from the University of Technology in Baghdad. In 1980, he earned a PhD degree in electrical engineering from the University of Manchester. Al-Abadi joined the Dawa Party in 1967. His three brothers were arrested in 1980, 1981, and 1982 for belonging to the Dawa Party. In 1977, he became the chief of the party while studying in London. In 1979, he became a member of the party's executive leadership. In 1983, the government confiscated al-Abadi's passport for conspiring against Iraq's Ba'ath Party. Al-Abadi remained in the UK in voluntary exile until 2003 invasion of Iraq. His positions during this time included Director General of a small design and development firm in London specializing in high technology, vertical and horizontal transportation, 1993 to 2003. Consultant in London in matters relating to transportation, 1987 to 2003. Research leader for a major modernization contract in London, 1981 through 1986. Al-Abadi was awarded a grant from the UK Department of Trade and Industry in 1998 while working in London in 2001. Al-Abadi registered a patent relating to rapid transit systems. In 2003, Al-Abadi became skeptical of the Coalition Provisional Authority, C.P.A, privatization plan, proposing to Paul Bremer that they had to wait for a legitimate government to be formed. In October 2003, Al-Abadi with all 25 of the interim governing council ministers protested to Paul Bremer and rejected the C.P.A.'s demand to privatize the state-owned companies and infrastructure prior to forming a legitimate government. The C.P.A. led by Bremer fell out with Al-Abadi in the governing council. The C.P.A. worked around the governing council, forming a new government that remained beholden to the C.P.A. to serve until the general elections, prompting more aggressive armed acts by insurgents against U.S.-led coalition personnel. While al-Abadi was Minister of Communications, the C.P.A. awarded licenses to 3 mobile operators to cover all parts of Iraq. Despite being rendered nearly powerless by the C.P.A., al-Abadi was not prepared to be a rubber stamp and introduced more conditions for the licenses. Among them, that a sovereign Iraqi government has the power to amend or terminate the licenses and introduce a 4th national license, which caused some friction with the C.P.A. In 2003, press reports indicated Iraqi officials were under investigation over a questionable deal involving Orascom, an Egypt-based telecoms company which in late 2003 was awarded a contract to provide a mobile network to central Iraq. Al-Abadi asserted that there was no illicit dealing in the completed awards. In 2004, it was revealed that these allegations were fabrications, and the U.S. Defense Department review found that telecommunications contracting had been illegally influenced in an unsuccessful effort led by disgraced U.S. Deputy Undersecretary of Defense John A. Shaw, and not by Iraqis. Between January and December 2005, he served as advisor to Prime Minister of Iraq in the first elected government. He was elected as a Prime Minister. He was elected as a member of the Iraqi Parliament in 2005, parliamentary election, and chaired the Parliamentary Committee for Economy, Investment, and Reconstruction. Al-Abadi was re-elected in 2010 parliamentary election as a member of the Iraqi Parliament representing Baghdad. In 2013, he chaired the Finance Committee and was at the center of parliamentary dispute over the allocation of the 2013 Iraqi budget. Al-Abadi's name was circulated as a prime ministerial candidate during the formation of the Iraqi government in 2006, during which time Ibrahim al-Jafari was replaced by Noor al-Maliki as prime minister. In 2008, al-Abadi remained steadfast in support of Iraqi sovereignty, insisting on specific conditions to the agreement with the U.S. regarding its presence in Iraq. In 2009, al-Abadi was identified by the Middle East Economic Digest as a key person to watch in Iraq's reconstruction. He is an active member of the Iraq Petroleum Advisory Committee, participating in the Iraq Petroleum Conferences of 2009 through 2012, organized by Nawar Abdullah Hadi and Philip Clark of the CWC Group. He was one of several Iraqi politicians supporting the suit against Blackwater as a result of the 2010 dismissal of criminal charges against Blackwater personnel involved in the 2007 killings of 17 Iraqi civilians. Al-Abadi was again tipped as a possible prime minister during the tough negotiations between the Iraqi political bloc after the elections of 2010 to choose to replace incumbent Prime Minister Noor al-Maliki. Again in 2014, he was nominated by Shia political parties as an alternative candidate for prime minister. On 24 July 2014, Fawad Massoum became the new president of Iraq. He in turn nominated al-Abadi for prime minister on 11 August for the appointment to take effect. Al-Abadi was required to form a government to be confirmed by Parliament within 30 days. Al-Maliki, however, refused to give up his post and referred the matter to the federal court, claiming the president's nomination was a constitutional violation. He said the insistence on this until the end is to protect the state. On 14 August 2014, in the face of growing calls from world leaders and members of his own party, the embattled prime minister announced he was stepping down to make way for al-Abadi. The Iraqi parliament approved al-Abadi's new government and his presidential program on 8 September 2014. Since assuming office in September 2014, Abadi made determined efforts to increase Sunni participation in the Iraqi government. Abadi appointed Khalid al-Abadi, a prominent Sunni politician from Mosul, as his defense minister, and the appointment was ratified by the Iraqi parliament after 2 months. In mid-December 2014, Abadi forged a new revenue-sharing agreement with the Kurds, under which Baghdad agreed to pay the Kurdish regional government 1/2 of all income from Kurdish-controlled oil fields. To counter the widespread corruption in the army stemming from Khaliki years, Abadi announced that 50,000 ghost soldiers had been identified and would be removed from army payrolls. Ghost soldiers were men on army payrolls who never showed up for duty but paid their officers part of their salaries, thus institutionalizing corruption and hollowing out the armed forces. Iraqi President Fawad Massoum paid a goodwill visit to Saudi Arabia in November 2014. In response, Saudi Arabia prepared to reopen its embassy in Baghdad, which had remained closed since the start of the Gulf War in 1990. Abadi has also visited Egypt, Jordan, and Turkey to discuss regional strategies to combat militant Islamic forces. Foreign Affairs magazine has written that after 4 months in power, Abadi's attempts to resolve Iraq's sectarian strife make his membership a welcome change from the schismatic style of his predecessor. As a result of Abadi's reform, the United States has pledged $1.5 billion to train Iraqi forces and will resume the sale of F-16 fighter jets suspended after the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Combating political corruption has been a major focus of al-Abadi's administration. In August of 2015, al-Abadi unveiled a plan to strengthen the government by, among other things, eliminating security details for senior officials and cutting benefits to specific high-level officials. Al-Abadi has been forced to continue with the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant since becoming prime minister. He has been critical of Barack Obama and the United States military to the threat of ISIL. Furthermore, al-Abadi has pivoted closer towards Russia and Iran in order to combat the threat of ISIL and has encouraged cooperation between these nations on military operations in the region. Thank you.